Okay. So the success that you're going to be creating in the business is going to be you and us working together to create that success. It is not going to be me. It is not going to be you. It is going to be you and I. So everyone has a role to play in this business. Me as an upline, I have my roles to play to make sure that everyone in the team is growing. Everyone in the team is at least knocking their goals or doing more. So as I start to support, as I start supporting you guys, I know what is expected of me. And also I'm going to be giving you what you need to be doing or what I expect from you. So if you don't do your bit and I do my bit, then as you can see, it's going to be very much hard for me to help you become successful. So eventually the success that you're going to be creating, the success that you're going to be getting in this business, it is going to be you who creates that success. We are going to provide the tools, you're going to provide all the necessary skills, all the necessary support that you need. But it is now you now deciding. Are we together? It's the same way, it's the same way when you go to school, you can be in the best school. Let's say, for example, let me use a university like University of Nairobi. You can be in the best university in Eastern and Central Africa. You can be doing the best course, given the best lecturers and the best ni kila kitu. But then if you are not ready to study, if you're not ready to put in the effort in your books, then of course you can see you will fail in your exams. Now the question is, has the teacher failed? Has the school failed? Or are you the one who has failed? And I think we can all agree that if you don't do your bit in school, you're the one who has failed, not the lecturer, not the school. The same case in this business. We have given you a system that is Ed Plan 3.0, and the system is the same for every one of us. Hakuna mtu akona special system yake kando, hapana. Hiyo Ed Plan 3.0 system yenye uko nayo ndio hata pia mimi niko nayo. Ndio hata pia mimi nilianza na hiyo 39,000 Kenyan shillings. Ndio hata hao watu wengine wenye kwa meeting walianza nayo. Ndio kenye Alan alianza nayo, ndio yenye Betty ameanza nayo, ndio yenye Karo ameanza nayo, ndio Oscar umeanza nayo. So kila mtu ameinvest in the same system. There's no one who has a special system from the other one. But what creates that success is how ready you are and how much hungry are you for you to create that success. That is now what makes all the difference. It makes the difference between all the top earners and the rest. It makes the difference between those who succeed in the long run and others. It makes the difference between those who become top leaders and they have a very big team and they have a very successful empire and so on and so forth from the others. Just how hungry you are and how are you using the tools which have been provided for you. So it is not going to be us if you fail in this business. It is going to be you who creates that failure and not us. You are going to be the difference between success and failure in this business. Just like I've told you, it is the school which provides the tools, but then it is you who decides that you want to create that success, or you want to pass the exams, or you want to be who you want to be in school. Welcome, Julius. Just, okay, he's trying to connect his microphone. All right. I hope you can hear us. Now, if you're going to be the difference between your success and failure, then I want to understand we are going to provide the roadmap. We are going to give you the tools, that is the system. We are going to give you the structure, and we are going to give you the support. What do I mean the roadmap? We are going to tell you this is the route to follow, and these are the mentorships, these are the everything, this is how you can become the success. That is the roadmap until you can get to your goals. And me as your upline, I'll always tell you this is the roadmap. Every now and again, I'll remind you that this is the roadmap, this is the roadmap, this is the roadmap. This is how to go. This is where to go. This is how to do it. Everything that you need to learn about the business, I'll always show you the way to do it and how to do it. The system that we have put in place, I'm also going to share with you how to start as a freshman, how to become a junior leader, how to become a millionaire, how to add accounts, how to become a silver executive to a gold executive, how to nitakupea hizo vitu zote. And then I'll give you the structure, how to move from one step to another one, how to attain those things, how to even succeed more than you expected. But eventually, I am going to be giving you the support that is necessary so that you cannot lack anything in this business. Let me tell you, the good thing about the support that we have and the program that is the Bonan Vivon and Horsepower is that you are never going to be lacking the support. We have given the system. You know, you can be having the system, but you don't have the support for you to go there. Like, for example, school can be there, but then you don't have those lecturers who can actually teach you, then school is useless. They have the system, they have the structure, but if you don't have the necessary support, and I even believe while you were in school, kuna wale walimu wenye walikuwa wanafunza vizuri sana. There are those teachers who they make you fall in love with that subject, hadi unaipenda, hadi uko like man, huyu mwalimu vile anaifunza tu vizuri. Na kuna ule anakuja tu anafanya vitu zake na anaenda, and they even leave you more confused than you were even before you started the lesson. That is the difference between a supportive teacher and someone who is just there. And the good thing about Bonan Vivon and Horsepower is you are going to be given the best support. Yeah, as in wewe kuanga too sure that your uplines, the people who have connected you in the business, they are always very much ready to support you. They will never let you down. Sasa tu ni wewe ujiamulie mara moja, how am I going to use this support that these guys have given me? And you make sure that you have make sure take advantage of it. Now, the question that I want to ask you guys today, what you have started with us is an investment, true or false? Niandikie pale hivyo kwa chat box. What you have started with us is an investment, true or false? Niandikieni pale hivyo kwa chat box. What you have started with us is an investment, true or false? I want to see what you guys think of the business. Okay, Oscar is saying true, Betty is saying true. Wengine mnaona aje? What you have started with us is an investment, true or false? Julius, true. Caro, true. Okay, so this is it. Let's define an investment. What is an investment? What is an investment? Ukisema umeinvest, yes, you have taken your money, you have put it somewhere, but what really defines an investment? When you are talking about the cash flow quadrant, wacha tutumie the cash flow quadrant hapa. When you are talking about the cash flow quadrant, and okay, let me do this. When we are talking about the cash flow quadrant, alafu on this side we have the employees, we have the self-employed, and then we have the big business, and we have the investments or the investors. If you divide this circle hivo, and we talk about, let's say, the business people, this is a business person, this is an investor. In this sense of the word, what does an investor actually bring to your mind? I think we can all agree that when we talk about investment, tunaongelea kitu tu yenye umeweka na umeiweka pale hivyo. I think we can all agree that if you compare an investor and a business person, who has more, nani ako na more control of what they do? Because let's say you have bought shares in, let's say, a company like Safaricom. You are an investor, right? You have invested, you have taken your money, you have put it there. So an investor is not necessarily involved in whatever is going on in the business. If you come and tell me, let's say Oscar comes and tells me that I have this business idea, I just want you to invest in this, and then nitakuwa nakulipa profit baadaye. Sawa sawa. It means that Oscar is giving me the idea of investing in his business. So when I give him the money and he's going to run that business, Mimi, I'm not going to be involved in whatever he does. I'm not going to be involved in whatever he does. I think when you talk about investment, that is the notion that comes to the head. So that if you are an investor, you are just expecting profits. You're not necessarily involved in whatever is happening. For me, that is the definition of an investor. What you have started with us, I would like to tell you guys, is not an investment. What you have started with us is a business, and that means you have to build it with us. Sawa sawa. This is a difference between, let's say, for example, someone like Karo coming and telling me, mimi nataka kuanza hiyo biashara yenu. Si naweza weka tu pesa yangu hapo alafu mimi niendange, nitakuwa na expect how much? That is someone who is thinking like an investor. You're not thinking like a business person. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. But then this is a business. When you handle it like an investor, as in wewe uliweka tu pesa yako pale and you're expecting returns, you're expecting profits, not necessarily being involved in whatever is happening, then it means you are completely in the wrong place. Because a business, even from the word itself, you have to be busy. Even from the word, you have to be very much busy. You have to involve yourself in the daily activities. Now I want you to say this with me. We will help, full stop. I want you to say it with me wherever you are. Wherever you are, we will help, full stop. Then it is going to be you building your business. Are we together? We will help, but you build your business. It's going to be you who is going to be building your business. Whatever you need in this business, it will be provided, it will be handled, everything will be done for you. But it is going to be you who is going to be building your business. When you are paying the amount of money, or let's say when you are starting the business, you ask the person who connected you here, will you guys support me? Mtani support? Mimi niko na hii tu shida peke yake, but nimependa biashara. Then the upline who helped you get started alikuambia aje? I will support you. They will support you, but they will not do everything for you. They are just there to support you, but you are the one who is going to be involved in majority of you building your business. They'll be there to help you with, let's say, presentations. They'll be there to help coach your new team. They'll be there to help you, maybe if you have an issue, maybe unataka kuencash. They'll be there to help you, for example, when you want to do 1 or 2, 3 things. But then, wewe as a human being, you are going to be the one doing the business. Are you together? Let's say we have the first 1 month, they are going to be helping you. They're going to be helping you, but you also have a bit to play in building your business. When you have a team, your upline is there to support you, but then pia wewe you'll also have a role there. When you are starting to have a lot of momentum, they will help, but then you are going to be doing something in the business. So just make sure that wherever you are, that you are going to be involved in building your business. Now, it is not just going to be happening overnight. There are some phases of growth in this business. I hope my audio is still clear. There are some phases of growth in this business. And I don't think it's just for this business. Over my several years in experience in other sectors, or um, from even seeing other people doing other things, there are always like 5 phases of growth in the business or in anything. There is that first phase whereby you are so much excited, just like any other business. Are we together? Just like any other business. Sorry. So just like any other business, the first phase inakwanga the excitement phase. Umefurahia sana, you have opened your business, or you have gotten your account, or umeanza nini na nini na nini. You are so much excited. That excitement is so much good because it always reminds us of where we wanted to be with the business. Like for example, if I ask you guys, I believe most of you are still excited about the business. If let's say, if you look at, let's say, Betty, we have Julius, Oscar, you're excited about the business because you're still new, and bado hauja, bado haujaanza ku learn something, haujaanza kufanya kitu. You're still so much excited. I remember when I was getting started in the business, ile excitement yenye nilikuanga nayo, that excitement, bado najikumbushanga because of where I am right now. Najikumbushanga hiyo excitement, najianza, man, nilikuwa so much excited. I remember that day I did this, I went that. I used to think mimi sasa nishakuwa millionaire. I was like, mimi hata sikuanga na wasiwasi. Nilikuwa na that excitement that hapa sasa ndio naenda kuacha hii. Hawa watu wanijui. Man, naenda kuomoka. My friends will not even recognize me. Like I had that notion. I had that excitement. And it is very much good because you are so much optimistic. You're so much hopeful that this is where you're going to be. But just like any other business, remember it takes time to build your business because you're still building your foundation. It takes time for you to build a business. It takes time for you to be the success that you want to be. But what I want you to understand is that along the way, there are going to be challenges, there are going to be difficulties, there are going to be ups and downs, just like any other business. Ukifungua biashara ya hoteli, you realize that it is not easy for that business to expand within the first 1 month. Si ati utafungua hivi, by tomorrow you have millions of clients, you have hundreds of thousands of people coming to your hotel to eat. When you open a kiosk, let's say even a boutique, a hair salon, when you start, let's say, the real estate business, si ati watu wataingia kwa nyumba yako immediately. Hapana, it takes time, it is a process, it is something that you have to do step by step. There are going to be ups and downs, but the important thing, don't lose the excitement. Are we together? Don't lose this excitement. Hii nayo usiipoteze. Don't lose that excitement. It is very crucial. That excitement that you have, this one has a lot of hope. Hii inakuanga na a lot of hope. It has this excitement. It still has a lot of ambitions. Bado uko na a lot of ambitions. Are you together? That excitement phase, you still have a lot of goals, bado uko na zile goals zenye unataka kuachieve. So don't lose sight of this even when the excitement phase is over, because as the business goes on, as time goes on, very shortly there is something called the challenges phase yenye huwa inakugonga. Challenges phase huwa inakugonga. This is a point whereby you start learning of the challenges of the business. If you have opened biashara ya kuuza viatu, this is the challenges phase whereby you start getting disappointed because you're not selling as many shoes as you had hoped. If you're in a hotel business, you discover you're not getting as many clients or you're not making as much profit as you wanted. If you are in any business, let's say umenunua, let's say matatu, unapata kumbe kuran biashara ya matatu iko na challenges zake, fuel, sijui nini, insurance, umegongana mtu pale hivyo, let's say this and this and this, you discover that everything has its own challenges. And this is where majority of people, they discover that, oh my god, kumbe sio rahisi vile nilikuwa nafikiria. Oh my god, kumbe kuran this and this and this. Not even just in business. I've seen maybe sports people. If you've seen these, maybe for example, young footballers, they start, but then they are hit with challenges. They become so much disappointed and people start criticizing them. If you've seen musicians starting, wakianza their careers in singing, you find that they are so much excited about their careers. They are very much positive. Na wanajua sasa kutoka hapo mambo inaenda kuwa mzuri sana. So the moment they release a music video, for example, a lot of people, they start criticizing them. They discover, kumbe kupromote music si rahisi hivi. Their YouTube channel is not growing. They are not making any money. That is the challenges phase. And it happens for everything in this world. Nothing in this world. For example, even in marriage, a very good example in marriage. Okay, I'm not married, so I'm not the best person to advise on this. But what I do know, even if you've ever tried a relationship, that first 1 month inakuanga tamu sana. Everything is a bed of roses. Mnaamka kila siku, hey baby, hey darling, nini nini. That's the first month. You're still excited. The moment that excitement imepungua tu, the moment that 1 month imeisha tu hivi, the moment inaisha tu hivi, my friend, challenges zinaanza kuingia. You discover kumbe living with someone is not easy. You discover kumbe that other person is difficult. Are we together? Everything in this world inakuanga na these phases of growth. The next phase is a critical phase whereby you have to decide to keep on going with whatever you are doing. That marriage, you have to decide, do you have to keep on going or are you completely going to give up on it? And hapa sasa ndio watu wengi, they go back and they go back on their goals, they go back on their vision and they decide it's not worth it. Let me just leave this. This is where people, they decide maybe to divorce. Kama ni relationship, mnaamua sasa hapa ndio sasa ifike mwisho. Kama ni biashara, unaona mtu anafunga biashara yake ya hoteli. Kama ni nini, unaona mtu anaiachia hapo because they have gone through the challenges first and the critical phase imewagonga. They have just decided it's not worth it. Let me just quit this. Let me just leave it. It's not worth it. So in the critical phase, hapo sasa ndio you decide whether your goals are much more important than the challenges that you are going through. For me, when I did get started, I went through this phase, and when I was going through this challenges phase, I really had to decide, am I going to do this or am I going to give it up? When my friends started telling me, hiyo biashara, umeanza, I had to decide. It was a decision which I was making to either stay in the business and keep on doing it or to give up on it completely. And for me, I decided I'm not going anywhere. If the success I saw in the business is real, then I'm going to do it. Afadhali nikufe nikiifanya. Afadhali isemekane he died He died because of doing a lot of business. He died because he was putting in a lot of effort. Afadhali isemekane hivyo rather than I give up on my goals, I give up on my dreams na mara moja tu iishie hivyo. The same thing you have to tell yourself, guys. If you're going to do this business, then give it your all. There are going to be challenges along the way. And as your upline, I'll be very much honest with you. There are challenges along the way. I'll be very much honest with you because even my upline alikuwa honest na mimi. Na akaniambia these are the kind of challenges that you're going to face. These are this and this and this you're going to face. These are what you're going to do. But also remember, in as much as you're going to face this challenge, there is a solution for it already. Alikuwa tu open na mimi akaniambia, whatever challenge you're going to face in this business, you're not the first one to face it. Whatever challenge you're going to face in this world, you're not the first one to face any challenge in this world. Kila kitu inakuwa na challenges zake. For sports people, for musicians, for business people, for politicians, kila kitu inakuwa na challenges zake. But you have to decide if the major reason why you started that thing is going to keep you going or you're going to give up on it. But whatever challenge you're going through, it already has a solution. When you come to me up and you tell me, upline, I've been trying to do this, I've been trying to do this, I already know you're going through a challenge, but I'll tell you, don't worry. Hiyo ni kitu simple. Kuja, kaa chini, let me explain it to you. And you'll now be better. Everything that we do has solutions in this business. So usikuwe na wasiwasi when you start the business and you start going through challenges alafu unyamaze. We already have a solution for that. Are we together? Now, once you are able to overcome that challenge or that critical phase you're going through, whereby the urge to quit is at its highest, now comes the growth and maturity phase. In this phase, you are going to experience a little bit of growth and a little bit of momentum. Ukipita hii critical phase, you're going now to experience a little bit of growth and a little bit of momentum. This growth and momentum that you're getting is enough to give you confidence. Like for example, a few months ago, I had one of my leaders started the business, was so much positive, was so much excited. The moment the friends wakajua anafanya biashara, wakaanza kumdiscourage. So they came to my inbox, wakaanza kuniambia, hey, upline bana, my mom ameniambia hivi, my dad ameniambia hivi, my small brother pia ameniambia hivi na hivi na hivi, na mimi sijui nifanye aje. Nikamwambia, don't worry, come let's talk. The moment we sat down, I explained to this leader that hivi ndio kunaendanga. It is not a bed of roses. Human beings wanakuanga hivyo. And if you just stick a little bit longer, the moment you start getting results, you will now start seeing the sense. So akakaa kidogo, akaanza kuona results zinaingia 6,000, 10,000, 4,800. Ikampea that confidence that that person needed. And before I know it, this leader has already exploded. Kidogo kidogo tu anakuja tu aniambia, upline, don't worry, hii wiki I'm going to be making even more money than you. Upline, I'm going to be building a very huge team. Upline, this and this and this and this. Oh, upline, I am very much ready. Upline, sasa saizi nishaelewa mbona not so many people decide to do this business. That is the growth phase, whereby you are getting a little bit of growth. Unapataka 4,800, another 6,000, like 10,800, another 15,000, nini, pole pole until you get there. And then your business starts to mature. Your thinking starts to grow. This is your thinking. Your thinking starts to grow. What else? Your income also starts to grow. What else? Your business starts to grow. That is, when I talk about your business, I mean the size of your team. Size of your team starts to grow. How you do things also starts to grow. Kila kitu, you become mature in the business. This maturity phase, you are now in a position to be called a leader. Yes, you are not there yet, but the way you are handling things, the way you are doing things, it shows a sense of maturity. The way you are making the money, it shows that you have a good idea of how you are going to do it or how you are doing the business. And this maturity phase, this is where now I can be very much confident that even if I am not there, Oscar, you can do the business. This maturity phase, I can be very much sure that Betty, even if Eric is not there, or even if I am not there, that you are going to be doing the business. This maturity phase is where I'm going to be sure that Julius, that Caro, that Alan, that you can do the business, even if your upline is not there. That is the maturity phase. Now, once this maturity phase has grown, has been established, sasa unaingianga the sweetest part of this business. And the sweetest part of this business is called financial freedom phase. Sasa hapa, you are even making some good income. Hapa sasa, you're making a very stable income. Hapa sasa, you're making more than what you need. And you can even start saving up on yourself. When you're starting this business, the kind of, let me just, don't know if I can, let me, sorry, let me do this. I want to draw for you a graph. Nataka niwachore graph. Okay. So assuming this is you starting the business, this business, you're going to start from scratch. Naenda kuanzia zero. I hope mnaona hiyo graph. You're going to start from zero. You're going to start DTC yako inasoma zero. You don't have a team, you don't have anything, you don't have skills, you don't have knowledge, kila kitu hauna, but you are starting from zero. And then this is how your growth is going to grow. Growth in this business is not going to be haiendi kuwa hivi. Hii inaitwa linear growth. Linear growth, hii ni ya kama job. Hii ni ya the job sector. Sawa sawa. Hii ni ya the job sector. That as you are starting, the amount of effort, sorry, not the amount of effort, the amount of results, or the kind of results that you're putting in, and the kind of effort you're putting in, that is in relation to time. So when I say in relation to time, you just know that time inasonga bado. So as you're starting this business, this is how your growth is going to be. Wacha nichore na red ndio uone vizuri. You are going to be growing in this kind of manner. Sawa. Sorry. You're going to be growing in this kind of manner. Don't know why it is. You're going to be growing in this kind of manner in this business. Hapa inafaa ikuwe hivi, something like that. Inaenda kukaa something like this. Let me just nirudie tena ndo muione. Your growth is going to go like this. So what I basically mean that ukiangalia the results that you are getting compared to the amount of effort, it is not that much. With time again, the amount of effort you're putting in compared to the results, let me use, let's say green. The amount of effort that you're going to be putting in with time is going to be, in mathematics, this is what we call exponential curve. Hii ni curve yenye effort and results over the course of time, they are not the same. So with time, you find that you are putting in very little effort, but the results that you are getting are so much. Hapa unaanza, you're putting in effort, results bado ni kidogo. Don't worry. During this phase, now this is now what we call the building stage. This is the building stage whereby you are just building the business. Bado hapa ni a little bit of growth and a little bit of momentum. Then here we have the maturity phase. You are now overcoming some challenges. You have a clear thinking of how the business goes and what to do. And then here sasa ndio kuna financial freedom, whereby the effort you are putting in and the results you are getting, they are not. In fact, you are basically not putting in any effort, but you're getting a lot of results. I believe we all understand that as you're starting the business, unaanza peke yako. But as you get your first two people, they have now doubled the results that you're going to be getting, lakini they have reduced the effort that you need to be putting in. Like when I start the business, I connect my first two people. We now, for me to get the results, it is now me and my first two people to work together. Now my first two people, as they get their two people each, now it's going to be me together with a team of 6 people to work and get those results. Once you start building your team, tafika point whereby you have a team of like what to 10,000 hivi, you're basically not going to be putting in any effort, but you'll be getting a lot of income. Are you together? Now, there will be ups and downs. Let me just remind you, there'll be ups and downs along the way. You're going to be facing a lot of rejection. Just prepare yourself. People are going to be telling you, hizo vitu wachana nazo. People are going to be telling you, hizi vitu tumesikia, hizi vitu ni scam. People are going to be telling you, uko kwa hiyo biashara, usinikaribie. You're going to be facing a lot of negativity. You're going to be sharing the business with someone and someone tells you, kama ni hiyo wachana nayo, sitaki kuisikia. You're going to be hearing a lot of no's. People are going to be telling you, no, 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 no. I don't want that. I don't think. I don't want this. Are you together? You're going to be hearing a lot of rejection, a lot of negativity. But also, you're going to be facing a lot of objections. You're going to be sharing the business with someone akwambie, nimependa lakini issue tu ni sina hiyo pesa. Sawa sawa. And you are so much hopeful that this person is going to be part of your team. Let's say it's your brother, let's say it's your cousin, let's say it's your friend, and you are hopeful that, oh my God, nataka nieleze tu kazini yangu aanze. You know, the moment unamweleza nakwambia, man, sina hiyo do, I wish ningekuwa nayo, ningeanza. That is the kind of, ups and downs that you're going to face in the business. You're going to be facing whereby a challenge whereby, yes, you have grown, yes, you have a team, but then these people, they are not on the same wavelength kama wewe, hawafikiri kama wewe. Mtu amejoin biashara na yeye hataki hata kufanya anything. You're going to be having a team whereby you are expecting them to be growing, but then they are not growing as much as you are hoping for. There will be ups and downs along the way, but don't worry, there are solutions already. Kuna solutions tayari. The solutions are very simple. We already know what to do, how you're going to do it, so you don't have to worry so much. Are we together? And we will know you in your downtime when you stop picking our calls or we start hearing excuses from you, that kind of thing. Why have you not joined this meeting? Oh, I was doing this and this. Why did you not do this? Oh, because I was doing that and that and that. Why did you not this on a blue tick message? When your upline calls you, you're not picking up. When we have sessions, we don't see you. When we have maybe breakfast or even dinner as a team, we can't see you. When you're doing that kind of thing where it requires you to be there, you are not there to be seen. So we will know you in your downtime when we start hearing excuses or when you don't hear you completely. And it happens. It happens. The moment mtu ashaanza face challenges pale at home, like let's say for example, maybe let's say you're living with a loved one, your parents, or let's say maybe your better half. The moment you start the business, yes, you are still going through the mentorship progress, you're still building your foundation, but the person you're living with does not see sense in whatever you are doing. Yeye haoni vile wewe unaenda kuomoka, wewe ushaona hadi ushaanza kupicture, man, hii biashara ikilipuka naenda kuomoka vibaya, lakini yeye hajaona hiyo, yeye haelewi. So they start giving you some negativity, they start discouraging you, and then wewe sasa, because you are allowing that negativity, when your upline reaches out to you, you don't reach back, you don't communicate. When you have meetings, because your better half or your loved one or your friend ameshaanza kukudiscourage, you don't even attend the meetings, you don't pick up the calls, you don't return messages, you don't avail yourself for mentorship. Those kind of things, they happen, and I've seen it happen. Sometimes someone gets started and then ameenda nyumbani, amepewa username, password, kila kitu plus hamper and so on and so forth, but then in the morning they tell you, oh, my husband has told me to leave that thing, so I'm sorry, I'm not going to be doing the business with you. My dad, my mom has told me to not do network marketing. My boyfriend, my girlfriend, my cousin, my big brother, my small sister, my nini na nini na nini, they have told me, they have advised me, they have discouraged me, so I'm sorry, I'm not going to be part of that project anymore. That is what happens, and it has happened severally in so many occasions. So we will know you when you stop availing yourself, when you stop doing what is required of you. Are we together? Now, when that happens with you, it happens with everyone. How do you want us to handle that? Just like I told you, you're not the first person to go through that challenge. Wewe sio wa kwanza kuambiwa no with your loved one or your friend or even a total stranger. You might be wanting to share the business with a total stranger. You're not the first one to be told no. You're not the first one to be going through challenges, maybe financial challenges, maybe even social challenges, and so on and so forth. You're not the first one to be going through that. And when you are in your downtime, hiyo time yenye una feel vibaya sana about the business that you want to quit, how do you want us to handle that? Would you want us to leave you alone, or would you want us to be persistent and remind you why you made this decision in the first place? What would you want us to do? As for me, let me just tell you, me as your upline, I will always make sure that I reach out to you. If you have my number or if we talk regularly, I always reach out to my leaders. Maybe I don't reach out to all of my team because I have a very huge team. So I might not reach out to each of them individually, but I know how everyone is progressing. So when I don't see progress somewhere, I reach out to them immediately. I text them. Even right now this morning, for any person who I have been in constant communication with for the last 1 week, I reach out to them. Namuuliza, tajiri, mambo? Na unaendelea aje? How is business? Ananiambia kuko hivi, kuko hivi, kunaenda hivi, kunaenda hivi, kunaenda hivi. So I have that knowledge of how you are doing every now and again. So when I reach out to you, just know that I want to confirm something or I want to help you wherever you are. Na hata pia wewe, don't expect me to reach out na umetulia. Always reach out to your uplines. Reach out to Eric, reach out to Abigail, reach out to Maureen, reach out to Lino, reach out to Alan, reach out to James. Any one of those leaders, reach out to Levi, reach out to them anytime. Anytime. After 1 hour ukirelax tu unaanza upline mambo. Another 1 hour upline ni aje? Nataka unifunze hii, nataka unisaidie hii. Niko na hii challenge, niko na hii swali, niko na hii na hii na hii na hii. Reach out. Don't wait for me to reach out to you. Reach out every now and again. I want to see guys wanachangamka. Nataka kuona unajituma, nataka kuona una push. But you just know that even in that time, I am not going to leave you alone. Even in your downtime, I'll be reaching out to you regularly. And I'll always remind you why you made this decision in the first place. Mimi nitakuwa nakukumbusha regularly, kila siku. Every now and again, I'll always be reminding you. Kiongozi, unakumbuka vile ulijoin biashara ulikuwa unataka hii na hii na hii na hii. Kiongozi, do you remember when you started this and this and this? Kiongozi, do you remember when you started and you told me unataka kubuy Mercedes ama unataka kubuy BMW kama yangu? I always remind you of the goals that you told me. If you have ever told me your goals, I'll always remind you. So don't worry. Are we together? I'll always be consistent. I'll always be persistent in reminding you, in checking up on you. And when I reach out to you, when I check up on you, I have created my time to just know how you are doing. Also, do me the favor and just reply and tell me, this is how I am doing. This is how my progress is. Hapa ndo nimefika. When I know you're doing well, when you're doing okay, I'm also happy. When I see you are also going through some challenges, I'll help you understand one or two or three things. Are we together? I hope tunapatana. Now, let's proceed. Let's proceed. So now here we want to talk about your why in the business, why you got started in the business. And up to this point, I want to tell you that I'll be giving you guys assignments every now and again. I'll be giving you guys assignments. And the first one that I want to give you is your question number 1 and question number 2. This is an assignment which I want you to do honestly. Why did you join this business? Mbona ulisema I want to risk my 39,000? Kama mbaya mbaya, kama itakunywa maji wacha ikunywe maji, kama itanisaidia wacha inisaidie. But why did you decide that you want to do that business? And don't come and tell me I wanted to make the money. Yes, you wanted to make the money, but hiyo pesa ni ya kazi gani? Tell me, why did you want to make the money? And let me just guide you on how you can do this. What is your deepest desires? What is your deepest desires? I know we all want to make the money. Yeah, si mbaya. But what is your deepest desire in life? What are your goals in life? What are your goals in life? What are your ambitions? Goals are different from ambitions. Are we together? Apart from ambitions, what will make you happy in this life? Maybe your deepest desires are maybe, for example, your deepest desire is to just always be successful. Wewe ni ule mtu unafikirianga mimi hii maisha sina option, I have to be successful. That is your deepest desire. Then talk about your goals. Maybe you have been thinking of having several businesses. You have been thinking of having several streams of income. You have been thinking of having a different kind of success and so on and so forth. As in, kuna zile vitu zenye unasemanga in life, mimi natakanga vitu kama hizi na hizi na hizi. Write them down. What makes you happy? Assuming right now you are making 1 million Kenyan shillings per month, what will you do with it? That is your why. Are we together? And when you are writing your why, majority of them should not be directly related with you. Should not be directly related with you. If you are to make 1 million Kenyan shillings, tell us what are you going to be doing with it, and it should be indirectly related to you. There's a reason why we are doing it. Let me give you an example. In any case, unachanganikiwa. When I was starting this business, yes, I wanted to make the money. But there were three major reasons why I wanted to. Okay, zilikuanga mingi sana, but when I categorize them, they were of three categories. My first reason why I wanted to do this business was I wanted to help out my family back at home. Mimi nilikuwa nataka hii biashara bana ikinisaidia tu niomoke vizuri, mimi ule mzazi wangu atafurahi sana. Mimi I just want my dad to retire completely. I wanted him to stop completely working. I wanted to start taking care of him. He's a high school teacher. He's a high school teacher. And we all know in Kenya, high school, hawalipi sana. It's being taxed. They're working so much hard. I've seen my dad working ever since I was young. And that thing ilikuwa inaniumanga sana sana. I really wanted to take care of that guy. I also have 3 younger brothers. So the goal was to help my younger brothers to also completely be taken care of. Mtu aingie shule, ajuange tu school fees imelipwa, ako na pocket money mzuri sana, asome kwa bidii. I wanted to invest for them. I'm the firstborn. So of course niko na hiyo instinct, I want to take care of things at home. I wanted to make sure home pale hivyo kila kitu iko sawa. Maybe even buy dad a car. In fact, even my BMW, I'm not the one who drives it. Ever since I bought it, my dad has been amekuwa akinipressure. For the first 3 months nikamwambia, aya basi enda driving school, enda ujifunze driving school, alafu ukishamaliza nitakupea gari. Alienda driving school, akapambana akasoma. So between March and this time, I have really enjoyed that vehicle. By the way, hiyo vehicle namtumianga tu fuel, pesa ya fuel na maybe insurance na sort out na nini service. I sort him out. Namwambia okay, inahitaji nini? Okay, fuel, haya sawa. Ndio hiyo natuma. That vehicle I don't even drive it nowadays. Nikienda nayo home hataki nitoke nayo, ananiambia si upande tu matatu, niwachie tu niendeshe. And because he works far from where home is, namwachianga aendeshe. Mimi niko sawa, mimi najiambia mimi nitapambana, mimi bado ni young, I need to even exercise my legs. So that is what I wanted to have at home. The second reason why I wanted to do this was for myself. I have so many goals, I have so many ambitions, I have so many things that I want to do. Niko na vitu mingi sana zenye nataka ku accomplish. And I saw this was the best place for me to start because my career ya civil engineering, let me just say this, huku Kenya ni kama watu nadanganywa. Unaambiwa wangu wasoma kwa bidii, unasoma kwa bidii, alafu ukishasoma unashtukia hakuna kazi. That is what happens. And it has happened to so many of my friends. The story that I tell you during the presentation, it happens. You know, I met some friends who are in 5th year, 4th year, you know, and these guys walikuwa wanaanza kunipea clues, wananiambia fanya hii course, ukishamaliza hii, huyu lecturer ndiye atakusaidia na hii, and I did that. By the time these guys are graduating, wananiambia the harsh realities of the world huko nje, and I got scared. When I was in 2nd year, I got scared. I was wondering, nitasurvive aje kama hii ndio situation vile iko huko nje, na sasa na mimi sasa nitasurvive aje? So when I saw this opportunity, I saw this was the best place for me to start building my life because hii haina stress mingi, haina pressure mingi, just starting, going through the mentorship program, and everything else. Growth is guaranteed, success is guaranteed as long as I am in the mentorship program. That is why I saw this project and I saw this was the best place for me. Are we together? That was the second reason. Mimi nilikuwa nataka nitengeneza a lot of money so that I can invest huko nje, have so many other streams of income. Now, the third reason why I did this business is because there were other people who were just like me. People who are my friends. And I thought, if I could start this business, naweza saidia pia marafiki wangu wakuje on board, tuomoke pamoja. I had friends who had gone through similar challenges like me, who things were not okay at home. They were really struggling even in school and so on and so forth. So mimi nilikuwa naona hii biashara nikianza nitafanya tu na Jere, nitachukua Ian tuanze naye, Eric, Joao sen najua, wanahitaji hii biashara sana, ni watu wanaweza benefit a lot from this business. Also you, I know you have friends and people who can really benefit a lot from this business. Everyone in the world requires a better opportunity. Everyone in this world requires a better opportunity. So hakuna cha mara nini, sitaki kuonyesha rafiki yangu. Hapana, huyo rafiki yako anahitaji a better opportunity. Help them. Share with them the business. You never know who you are helping. And even if they tell you no, because some of them told me no, I still remembered I was doing this business because there were other people just like me who need this opportunity. So I worked with total strangers. I decided I'm going to work with total strangers. If my friends don't feel the need, then I know there are other people who nje watu wanahitaji hii biashara. Let me help them. I believe for all of you who are here, none of you was my friend from before. Hakuna mtu tulikuwa tunajuana hapa. Hakuna mtu tulikuwa tunajuana hapa. When you talk about, let's say, Alan, mimi sikuwa najua Alan. Alan is a Burundian. I have never been to Burundi. He's here in Kenya. We had never interacted before. I met Alan through Facebook. Tuka book appointment, came to the office, saw the business, didn't have the money, akapotea 1 year and like 3 months. Reached out to him again, nika check out how he was doing. He tells me things are not okay, and I tell him, don't worry. Do you remember the business I shared with you? Yes. Aya, kuja tena nikuelezee tena. And right now, Alan is one of the top earners in the team. From a total stranger, right now, he knows I am the only friend he has who is going to help him to make more money. Looking at Oscar, hata Oscar sikuwa namjua. Through a WhatsApp group, we just communicate, we book an appointment. He's so much excited about the business, and I'm here to also help him. Very soon, he's going to also be the top earner in the team. And also, he's going to challenge you guys. He's going to be doing so well. But right now, a few weeks ago, we were complete strangers. Hatukuwa tunajuana. Julius, the same thing. Okay, Julius, Ian was your friend. We have nani mwingine, Caro Waigumo was your friend. Betty Waigumo was your friend. And so, if you have a friend who shares with you the business, don't let them down. Nani, chapa kazi. Because this friend hakuwa anataka omoke peke yake. This friend did not want to be successful alone. And so for that matter, they shared with you the business. Not for them to make the money, because you might be thinking, my friend wanted me to join the business. Ndio aomoke. Hapana. Hiyo 4,800 alitengeneza ama hiyo 10,000 is not enough for them to become successful. 10,000 haiwezi kusaidia mahali. When, for example, I register Aline in the business, I made something like 10,000, 15,000, or even 20,000. Okay. But 20,000 was not enough to settle my goals, to help me achieve everything that I wanted to make. Now, the good part is, after I made the money, I sat down with Alan and I told him, Alan, sasa mimi na wewe nataka tuchape kazi, nataka ukuwe successful. And I helped Alan to see the vision, and I helped Alan to start building the business. So as we speak right now, when Alan is becoming successful, I am very much happy. Not even the money which I made when I registered him in the business. But I can see Alan is doing so well, so it also makes me happy. When I register, for example, Eric in the business, I just make, let's say, 4,800. But that was not the goal. The goal was to help Eric make even more money. When Eric makes money, when Alan makes money, when Oscar makes money, when you guys make money, that is now where my success comes in. But I'm not going to become successful until I help you guys. So I'm not going to be registering you in the business, alafu nikuache. I'm going to be helping you to grow, because your success is ultimately my success. So I have to help you become, imagine, this is the only industry where you help someone become successful, you also become successful. For your upline to be successful, you have to be successful so that your upline becomes successful. And up to right now, I want to confirm to you guys that none of us are successful. Mimi sio successful. None of these leaders are successful. The mastermind leaders are not even successful. Are we together? We are all still in the journey. When you look at me and you think, oh, Upline is making over 160 per month, Upline is driving a very good car, Upline is nini na nini na nini, bado, mimi, I'm not even successful. We have people who are very successful in this business. When you look at top 500 in the entire world, top 500 earners, it is on YouTube in Plan 3.0. You're going to see a lot of successful guys. And the way they got there was just helping their team to grow. That was the third reason why I got started in this business, to help so many other people, even if they are not my friends. I want to help total strangers. So remind yourself that the major reason why you are here is not to make the money, is not to become a millionaire, but it is to help other people do so well, to make the money, so that you can also benefit. You're going to become a team leader. You're going to become an upline to someone. This business is not just about making money. It is becoming a leader. That's why you hear, congratulations kiongozi, congratulations leader so and so, congratulations person so and so. That is what it takes for you to become successful. So if you are not ready to become successful in this business, then you just tell me right now. If you're not ready to become an upline or a leader in this team, you just tell me right now. Nitakutoa tu kwa hii meeting and I will not even quarrel with you. I'll not even ask you anything. Are we together? Are we following each other? Sawa sawa. So if you're listening to me, I want you to type for me in the chat box, I am ready to become a leader. Niandikie pale hivyo kwa chat box, I am ready to become a leader. I want to see those guys who I am going to be pinpointing and I'm going to be giving you special mentorship. I want to see those guys who are ready to help other people outside there. I want to see that person who is going to be committed to the success of the team and their team as well. Because for me to help you guys, I need to know that you are ready to also help other people outside there. You can see Oscar, Betty, they have already confirmed. I am ready to become a leader. I am ready, I am ready, I am ready. Julius, I am ready to become a leader. You guys, I hope you're not just typing for me in the chat box because nimesema. I hope you mean whatever you are telling me. Because the worst thing you can do is you confirm to me that you want to become a leader, and then after 2 days, you have already forgotten. You have already given up. You have already told yourself, it is not necessary. If you are very much serious about being successful in this business, then you should be ready to become a leader. Not just any leader, a very committed leader. For me to be the success I am today, I have committed myself to helping all the people in my team to grow and to make money. So si ati ni kitu niliamua tu, I want to become successful. Are we together? So those are the 3 kinds of goals that you can write along. What is not directly connected to you, zinafaa kuwa mingi. As you see, my family and also helping other people. Those were the 2 goals which were not directly related to me, na zilikuanga mingi sana. They were not just those were 3 categories. Those ones which are directly connected to me, those which are directed to my family, and those which are directed to strangers. So also make sure whichever goals you are writing, they are indirectly connected to you. The reason why we do that is because when you have something which is pushing you, which is not directly connected to you, you have even more reasons to withstand the challenges. But when you have reasons directly connected to you, I want to make the money, I want to become a millionaire, I want to drive a car, I want to be successful, I want to travel, I want to, in as much as they are good, when you don't achieve those goals, there is no extra pressure. As in, hakuna mtu anakupush. But when you don't achieve your goals na ziko na connected na watu wengi, my friend, hata kama unapitia challenge gani, you remember back at home, you want to build your parents a house, you will put in extra effort. When you think about, let's say, driving that car, na usipo drive hautakuwa na pressure. But when you remember that you have to, let's say for example, take care of your children, if you have children, you will do whatever it takes because you want to help them have a better life. When you think about the team that you're going to be creating, and from this meeting, I'm talking to how many CEOs? I'm talking to 4 or 5 CEOs. Okay, Alan ametoka, yeah. I'm talking to 5 CEOs. I'm talking to Betty. You are going to be a CEO of your team. Just the same way we have horsepower. I am the upline of horsepower and the CEO of horsepower. So everything that is being done in horsepower, it is me who has to do, has to come up with a plan, has to do a lot, has to make sure that the team is growing. So Betty, you are going to become a CEO of your team. Team yako itaitwa aje? When I talk to Caro, you're going to become an upline to a team. What is your team going to be called? When I talk to CEO Health and Prosperity, that is Alan, your team is HP. So you have to come up with a plan and a vision for your team. Julius, team yako itaitwa aje? You're going to be the CEO of what team? Oscar, you're going to become an upline and a team leader. How is your team going to be called or identified? Sawa sawa. So when I speak to you guys, I'm speaking to people who are going to be committed to helping other people. Mmeniandikia kwa chat box, I am ready to become a leader. I am ready to become a leader. I am ready to become a leader. I'm ready to become a leader. Now, this is where now leadership starts. What is your team going to be called? When you are going to write goals, your why in your business, when you're going to write for me your why in the business, when you're going to be writing for me your why in the business, why are you doing this business? Tell me also, I started this business because I want to start my own team. My team is going to be called this kind of team. I want to be the CEO of this team. This is the kind of success that I want to also create in my own team. These are the kind of leaders that I want to be having. I want to create successful millionaires in my team. I want to be having car achievers in my team. Go and write down for me. That is it. Hiyo ni kwa why iko hapa sasa. What do you hope to achieve in a 2 to 4 years plan? You write it down for me. I want to create my team. I'm going to be the CEO of this team. You are the that is an organization you're building. So you are the CEO of that organization. What do you hope to accomplish in the next 2 to 4 years in this business? Given a 2 to 4 years plan, what do you hope to accomplish? Not in the next 1 month, 2 months, apana. In the next 2 to 4 years, what do you hope to accomplish? So this is the first assignment. Why are you doing the business? And don't write for me less than 20 reasons. At least 10 to 20 reasons zinafaa kuwa hapo. Write for me 10 to 20 reasons why you are doing this business. Sasa hizo naenda kuziprint. I'm going to put them in a folder. I have a folder. I'm going to put them in a folder. So mimi nitakuwa nakukumbusha. Ukinisumbua nikikuita meeting alafu nakwambia cheki Oscar, unakumbuka goals zako uliniandikia you want to become a millionaire. Sasa ona hautakuwa millionaire. When we have maybe presentations and I don't see you ukichangamka, maybe you're not exposing someone to the business, I'll tell you, oh, you wanted to buy a car. Now look at you. How are you going to buy a car? Oh, you wanted to become the CEO of this team. Okay. How are you going to become a CEO and you're not doing this? I'm going to be having them on file. Za kila mtu nakuanga nazo. I have the Alan, I have the kina Eric, I have the kina Maureen, Abigail, all of them niko nazo. So anytime wananisumbua nawaambia upline, si ufanye hivi, wananiambia upline, but mimi ni mgonjwa leo. Nawaambia unakumbuka ukiniambia unataka hayaona sasa. Hizi ndio vitu zitakuzuia kuomoka. Sawa sawa. Then number 2, what do you hope to achieve in a 2 to 4 year plan in the business? Those are the 2 assignments I'm giving you. First of all, kuna zingine naenda kuwapea after this, but those are the main assignments that I want you to start working on. Unaweza ziandika in a page. You have a copy, I also have a copy. So unaweza andika, you take a photo, you share it with me, or you scan it, una create PDF, and then you save it and you share it with me. Now, what is your why? Put it in perspective, sawa, because this is what will propel you to surmount the obstacles when you see them. Write it down and put it where you can see them every single day. Whatever I've just told you, write them down, put it somewhere. You have a copy, I have a copy. So mimi kopi yangu itakuwa tu ile siku utakuwa unanisumbua, lakini kopi yako yenye uko nayo hiyo itakuwa ya kuona kila siku. When you come to my place, some of my leaders have come to my place. In my wall, I have put my goals and achievements and some of the things which I'm still yet to accomplish. So every single day, I wake up and I pass through my living room. Naona, bado sijaachieve ile. Every day, whatever I do in the house, nikipiga tu hivi kona hivi naiona. Nimestick in my bedroom and in my living room. So anytime I am passing through those 2 areas, I see my goals and I see those things which I want to work towards. Guys, let me tell you the power of the subconscious mind. When you see those goals every now and again, huwa zinakuingia kwa akili. Hadi unajiambia, I have to do this, I have to do this. Hadi in your dreams, ukiamshwa hivi usiku ulizwe, we unataka accomplish nini? Because you have been seeing them every now and again on your wall and at the back of your mind. Nikikuamsha saa 6 usiku nikuulize, what do you hope to accomplish? You should be in a position to tell me. Are we together? So ile siku yenye unapitia challenges, uko na excuses mingi, you're facing some objections, some rejections, those are the things which you are going to be needing to remind yourself why you're in this business in the first place. Are we together? I am also going to let you know that what you are seeking is now what we call financial freedom. It will not come to you on a platter. It will not come to you on a silver platter. Don't expect that the success is going to come to you hivo tu. You have to put in the effort. You're going to face challenges sometimes. And when you feel discouraged or disappointed by your friends who think they will jump up and join you. Are we together? When you start this business, we have very high expectations that, nikianza, mimi najua nani na nani watajoin. Mimi nataka wakuja wajoin tufanye nao biz. Because you have that kind of mindset. Like mimi nikianza, those people who I thought they were going to join me immediately, those are the guys who never even joined. In fact, they saw this and they were like, Glenn bana, we nikaa umechizi. And those guys who I did not even expect at all. Mimi nilionyesha marafiki wangu wote biashara. Niliwaonyesha. I talked to my upline, nikawambia upline, I have these friends of mine who I want us to show them the business kwa sababu mimi najua wanaweza join. But sasa, I don't know how to explain to them the business. Will you do the explanation on my behalf? And he tells me, don't worry. So we sit down, we come up with a plan. So wale wenye nilikuwa nadhani wakiona biashara watajoin, au sasa ndio hawakujoin kabisa. But wale wenye nilikuwa like, acha tu nimuonyeshe, but sasa siko sure, huyu siwezi kuwa confident. Those were the guys who are ending the session and they're asking me, Glenn, ebu ni assure tu, 39,000 naweza tafuta niipate, but tell me, are you guys going to support me? That was the only question they were asking me. And sometimes those guys who I thought they were going to join me in the business, if I was expecting them, if I had high hopes they were going to join the business and they don't join, I could easily be disappointed. So the same thing might happen to you guys. When we start building the business, we are going to start building the business from the people around you, from your friends, from your loved ones, as in what when you are in immediate contact with. Those are the easiest people to build the business with because you already have that kind of connection. So the only thing they need to see is how the business works and how they are going to be supported. We are not going to be building the business with total strangers, first of all. We are going to be building the business with friends, with our family members, with our loved ones. But the only thing I want to tell you is that don't expect so much from those people who you think they're going to join the business. You just let them see the business, let them see everything. But then when they join the business, good for you. If they don't join, don't be discouraged, don't feel down, because not everyone understands the business the same way that you do. Unaona vile wewe ulielewa hii biashara inaweza kuomosha. Imagine kuna mtu ako na akili lakini hakuona hiyo sense. That is how funny the business is. There is someone who has seen the presentation lakini hakuona hiyo sense, haikumuingia kwa akili biashara inaweza mchangia lifestyle. So when you are sharing the business with to your friends, don't expect that everyone will see the sense the same way that you have seen sense in the business. Don't expect that they are going to get started the same way you got started, but that is okay because they were not open-minded. Those are not the right people to build your business with. In this business, imagine if this is you getting started, you have a left side and you have a right side. If this is Oscar starting the business, Oscar, you only need one person here on the left, and you also need one person here on the right. So out of, let's say, 300 friends or 300 contacts that you have in your phone, only 2 people can help you become a millionaire in this world. I want you to imagine if that is Oscar. Alafu Oscar, you have one friend here, you have another friend here. These 2 friends, let me use different ink. These 2 friends, one here aanze kugrow and another one here aanze kugrow. Are you together? Now huyu pia aanze kugrow, and this one also starts to grow, and the team continues to grow, and the team continues to grow. Imagine this team can just be making for you 4,800, 4,800, 4,800 up to infinity. Hiyo inaenda hadi huko chini na haina mwisho. That is how this business is. You only need 2 people. So when you share the business to 300 friends and 298 of them tell you no, and only 2 of them tell you yes, these are the right people to work with. Hawa ndio sasa unaenda kuomoka na wao. When Collins shared with me the business na akaniambia tunaenda kuomoka, I said yes. And Collins is a person who walked with me to the showroom and helped me to buy my car. In fact, I've never told you this. Collins topped me up some very good amount of money. Mimi nilimwambia upline, sasa unajua wewe ndio uliniambia utanisupport nikianza biashara. Sasa mimi nataka kununua gari. Sasa utanisupport aje? Collins went into his pocket and he topped me up 150,000 Kenyan shillings. As in alihesabu, we had, I even have the video. We were at an event that was last year in the month of October. The event was on Saturday and I was supposed to buy the vehicle, and I bought the vehicle on Wednesday. So I went and paid like I paid 1.1. Nilikuwa nimebakisha like 700,000 to clear everything plus insurance plus service plus everything. And I only had 500,000 Kenyan shillings. Let me tell you, by the way, these leaders, they also helped me out a lot. Acha niwaambie, let me tell you what happened. Out of the remaining amount of money, Maureen, who is my downline, I brought her to the business. She's the upline to Kina Eric, Abigail, and Kina Nani. Maureen topped me up 30,000. We also have naitwa Ajema. Reina is one of my powerful leaders. She topped me up 30,000. Lino topped me up 30,000. Nani mwingine alinitop up nimesahau. I really forget their names. I really forgot the actual, they topped me up. And then upline wangu Sir Collins topped me up 150,000 Kenyan shillings. They told me, wewe kama uko tayari tunakusaidia. Now I want you to imagine if I never helped Maureen to make money, if I never helped Lino to, Eric also, nimesema Eric, Eric also topped me up. Now I want you to imagine if all these leaders singewasaidia watengeneze pesa. And they were all strangers. Maureen was a total stranger to me. I shared with her the business, we became a family, I helped her to grow. Eric, total stranger, nikamshika, nikamsupport, akagrow. Naitwaje? Lino, total stranger akanisaidia. Nini Reina Rehab alinisaidia pia yeye. I want to imagine if I never helped these leaders. Mi in fact nilikaa hivi chini, mi niliwaambia tu ningetaka kununua hiyo gari lakini niko short na kitu kama 200 and something. Kaniambia don't worry. Kwanza Reina was the first person. She had just joined the business in the month of August. She encashed 38,000 akanitumia 30k. She joined the first 1 month, she made 38,000, she encashed akanitumia 30, akabaki na 8. Maureen alingoja tu by the end of the week akanitumia. Lino nani. Now during the event, we were having an event that Saturday, the one which you see when I share in my slide, over 2,000 mentees. We were having that event when we were wearing all black. All of us were wearing black. Even the photo that I use on my profile, or the one we use on the poster, it is from that event. I'm even forgetting the amount of money you can see me holding in that poster. You guys have seen that poster ikitumwa group, or even if when we even on my profile, and even when I introduced the session, the amount of money which I was holding and holding the microphone, that is what my upline gave me. Hiyo ndio pesa yenye upline alinipea. It was 150,000 Kenyan shillings, all of it cash. Alikuja nayo akanipea during the event, tukahesabu 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150. Akaniambia, tajiri, go and bring the vehicle. Oh, I've never told you guys this story. Oh, the leaders, they have never told you. And on Wednesday, I went on 13th of October. On Wednesday, I went and brought the vehicle. It was such a very huge achievement. Let me tell you, I did not buy that vehicle alone. It was through the support of my downlines and through the support of my upline. But let me tell you, we were all strangers. So even if your friends don't join you, don't worry. There are a lot of strangers who need this kind of business, and you're going to be building the business with them. You're going to become good friends. You're going to be building empires. So msikuwe na wasiwasi. This business is so sweet, by the way, that you have 2 or 3 friends, they join your business, you're going to also be having the business, you're going to be building the business with strangers. Are we together? I hope tumeelewana hapo, and I hope right now you have a clear sense of how you can grow. Are you together? Now let's move. Just understand that everyone that is successful today once faced these same obstacles, but because their why was stronger, they overcame, and they are right now success stories. Let's now talk about the 3 cardinal cultures of our organization. Now, the 3 cardinal cultures, number 1, you must hand over your business to God. You must involve God in your business. Hii business hauwezi ifanya peke yako. You might try as much as possible, but you need God to connect you to the right people who have the right attitude, who have the right skills, and they have the capital to start the business, and they are willing to go the extra mile to become successful. You need God to give you the energy to wake up every single now and again. You need the good health, you need the motivation, you need, as in, unafaa tu Mungu. Ni Mungu tu. Mimi mtu akiniulizanga how did you buy the car, namwambia tu ni God manzi, hata mimi sielewi. Every now and again I was praying to God, oh God, just help me. I want to get to this point. Give me the right people, give me the right leaders. He connected me to the right people, kina Maureen, kina Abigail, kina Reina, kina James, kina Alan, kina Nani. So he connected me to the right people who are total strangers. Also to my friends, he connected me to the right friends who we are now right now working the business together. So I did not build this business on my own. I have the right skills, I have the right mentorship, I have everything that I needed. So the only thing I needed was to involve God. Whatever we do with that information is up to you. Point number 2, you must be willing to be trained, because amateurs don't get paid, but professionals do. In this business, about 5% of people make a very crazy income, because only 5% will read 5 professional books about the business. When I say you must be willing to be trained, I mean you must be ready to be taught the skills of the business. As in, lazima ukuwe tayari kufunzwa the skills of the business. This business, you cannot just do it anyhow. You need to be taught how to do different things, how to prospect, how to invite, how to do the presentation which was done, how to help someone who has questions, how to do the purchase, how to do the registration, how to help your team to grow. You need to be trained. You need to be given all the necessary skills, because only then can you get to where you want to be. For me to become the success I am today, there are some things which I know. There are some things which I was taught by my upline, which I tried and they worked, and they have now helped me to get where I am right now. So also you need to be somewhere in this business. You are only going to get there if you are ready to learn the skills which are necessary. Every other business or any other activity in this world, it requires skills. For you to be a musician, you need to learn the skills za kuimba and how to do that. For you to become a footballer, you need football skills. For you to become a politician, lazima ukuwe na skills za politician. For you to become a comedian, you need that skill. For you to become an engineer, you need to have that skill. You are going to school for 5 years to gather the skills for you to become an engineer, for you to become a lawyer. Everything in this world, hata kama ni let's say mjengo, unahitaji skills za kufanya mjengo. Hauwezi ingia tu kwa mjengo na uanze kufanya vitu zako, hapana. Unaambiwa eka hii mawe hapa, weka hii simiti hapa, mix this and this. This is how you build a house. Everything requires skills. And in the same spirit, this business, let me tell you, it also has its own set of skills. But the good thing about this business compared to other skills outside there or other careers huko nje is that as you are learning these skills, you are still going to get paid. Are we together? You're still going to get paid. The skills that are required for you to become successful in this business, they are very simple, and you're going to get paid while you're learning, while you're doing the activities. So you need to be rest assured that once you start learning these skills, your growth is going to be even much more higher. But it takes time. Learning these skills, they take time. They take a certain kind of effort and practice to make them perfect. For you to become skilled in the presentation which our leaders do, like for example, you see every week we have 5 presentations on Sunday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So except Monday and Friday, every other day we have someone doing the presentation for us. So if you are that kind of a person who wants to learn how to do the presentation, it is going to take you a while. But the good thing is, after like 1 week, 2 weeks of practicing, you can learn this skill. And anywhere you are, you can present to someone the business and they can understand. It takes certain practice to perfect. That is the beauty about the business. And also, once you perfect these skills, you now practice them, you now do them, you will see yourself growing. If you told me you want to become a leader in this business, you have to acquire the necessary skills. Are we together? Now, the 6 major books which you should read in order to become a super success in this business, the first one, before we even go so much fast, the first book that you should read is this, GoPro by Eric Worre. That's the first book which you should read. GoPro by Eric Worre. Start with that from introduction. This is from introduction all the way to chapter 3. For a start, this is the 3rd assignment that I'm giving you. Eric Worre, GoPro by Eric Worre, chapter 1, that is introduction to chapter 3. Now let's do it to chapter 4. Let's do it to chapter 4. From introduction to chapter 4. When I got started, actually I have my book here. I had like a small, in the selfie yenye huwa naonyesha, when we started the mentorship, me, Olare, and Calvin, there is a small book which I usually have. That is the book that I started the mentorship program with. Your book napeanga my downlines because I did a lot of research. In my first 1 month in the business, I did a lot of research. I have this book here with me. In the first 1 week, I had read GoPro yote na nikasummarize. I read while I was summarizing. I have this book here. Hii book namalizanga hivi nikishapea nini naitwaje? nilianza na nikapea Maureen akaisoma ikamsaidia, then nikapea Eric akaitumia akamaliza akanirudishia, nikapea James akafanya research akaitumia akanirudishia. So this book has helped majority of my team. I don't just give it to everyone. I also give to Abigail. It is a small book which you can just carry in your pocket. So I give it to my downlines wenye naonanga wanapambana at least they trying to learn those skills. I give you that book and I tell you, enda ikusaidie. Just don't lose. In fact, hii book ukipoteza, I tell them, hii kitabu ukipoteza tunakosana viba. Hii kitabu, it is so dear to me. It is 4 years old, but it has helped me to generate millions and millions and a car and successful leaders. It has helped me to travel. So hii kitabu ukipoteza unanikoseanga sana. So sitakangi mtu apoteze hiyo kitabu. So any other person who will need it, I will give it to them, but not right now. You guys are still starting. I cannot give you that book. Go and read GoPro. I've summarized GoPro. I've summarized the first day network marketing. I've summarized presentation. I've summarized closing and follow-up and nini na kila kitu iko kwa hiyo kitabu. But also, I want you to start. Create your own. Create your own. GoPro by Eric Worre. Once you finish GoPro by Eric Worre, we'll go to your first year in network marketing by Mark Yanel and his wife. So that book will give you a clear picture of what to expect in your first year in the business. And it is very much honest. Inakuanga very much honest. Nakwambia within your first year, you are still, in fact, you are still building your foundation. Your first 1 year, bado. In your first year, you're still learning the nitty-gritty of the business. You're still going to be making a lot of mistakes. You're going to be putting in a lot of effort, but the results, remember, hazikuji vile unataka zikuje, but don't worry, you're still building your foundation. The moment you start building your foundation, inakwambianga now what to expect in the second year, the third year, the fourth year, the fifth year, the sixth year. Even GoPro, once you feel, GoPro, even chapter, the last 2 chapters, there's a chapter called It's All Worth It. It's All Worth It. Na kuna ingine inaandikwa inaitwa Everything Worthwhile Takes Time. These are 2 chapters. Everything Worthwhile Takes Time. Ukishasoma GoPro, ukifika tu kwa hizi chapters, it's very much honest with you, and it tells you for you to become a professional in network marketing, for you to become a professional, uitwe pro, you need to have at least done 7 years in network marketing. Before that, you have knocked 5 years, inakwambianga what to expect within your 5 years, then inakwambianga what to expect within your 3 years in the business and what to expect within your first year. Hii inaitwa 1/3/5/7 rule. If you go to Google and you search 1/3/5/7 rule, itakuelezea the rules of network marketing. It takes about 1 year of doing the business consistently for you to get a part-time income. A part-time income, they say, in kitu kama 50 to 100K. It takes you 3 years of doing the business on a part-time basis for you to now hit a full-time income, for you to become a full-time. Then it takes you 5 years to become an experienced network marketing leader. It takes you 7 years for you to become a professional in the industry. Sasa wewe unaitwa professional. Like some of our leaders, I know this year and next year, they'll be turning 7 years in the business. Hao sasa ndo wanaitwa sasa gurus wa network marketing. They have done it for at least 7 years. Mimi bado. Now, point number 3. The first one was give your business to God. Number 2, you must be willing to train. And lastly, you must be willing to train others. You must be ready to make a difference in the lives of people by training them to become successful and own their lives. Let me tell you once again, I am not training you guys to make money. I am training you guys to become leaders in your organization. I want you to picture yourself having a very successful team yenye we mwenyewe umementa, yenye we mwenyewe umesaidia. That is what I want you to start picturing. You must be ready to help people and not use them. Usione rafiki yako ati anataka kujoin biashara, ama when you're giving your upline your contact list, unamwambia upline, these are my friends, explain to them the business. Don't do that and you are picturing them as 4,800 or as 6,000. As in, let's say if Betty is my friend And I want to share with Betty the business. Naona tu Betty na imagine, hii ni 4,800 ishaingia, hii ni 6,000. Hapana. Picture that as Betty becoming a leader in your team, Betty becoming successful in your team. That is how you need to be picturing any person that you are sharing the business with. Could be your friend, could be a total stranger, but that is how you need to be picturing them. Any person you bring on board in your business, you must be ready to help that person. You don't see them as tools to make you successful, but rather people who should be helped to become successful. Sijui kama mnanielewa. Unaona vile wewe umejoin, unataka kuwa successful, ndivyo rafiki yako atajoin, anataka kuwa successful. So when you help your friend to join the business, commit yourself to helping that friend of yours to doing so well in the business, kwa sababu usipomsaidia, hata wewe unaweza feel aje mtu akikuregister kwa biashara alafu akusaidii, azini ashakuregister alafu ni hivyo, wewe unaweza feel aje? So hata pia wewe kama ungefeel vibaya, hata pia usifanyie mtu hivyo. Ukileta mtu kwa biashara, unakaa chini naye, mnafanya kila kitu yenye anahitaji kufanya ndio akuwe successful. Are you together? Then you must train leaders who are going to be professionals like you and own their lives in a 2 to 4 years period. And I'm so much happy that I've done so. I'm so much happy that some of my leaders, they're actually knocking that rank. Some of my leaders are doing so well. They're making some good income. And you must have a group of people who become financially free through your training and through your input. Sawa sawa. Now, your greatest enemy to financial freedom, there are two things: fear of rejection and lack of consistency. Always remember this, that in this business, the only thing that can stop you from being financially free is when you quit. But as long as you refuse to quit, one day you will definitely become financially free. How do we overcome the fear of rejection and fear of consistency? Number one, always know when someone is telling you, I'm not interested in your business, or I don't want to become part of your business, they are not rejecting the business. They are rejecting you because they have not yet seen the power of the business. They don't have an open mind. They are not yet ready. That is not their time. When I trained Alan last year on the business, nikamuonyesha, Alan loved it, but he did not get started. That was not the right time for him to get started because maybe angeanza last year, hangepata success yenye anafaa kupata sahizi. So right now he is a success the way he is because he joined at the right time. I know some of you have seen the business for a while. Maybe some of you even joined Kitambo. But now that you have seen the business, this is your time. And nothing should stop you. When someone tells you, oh, Oscar, I'm your friend, mimi ningependa kujoin lakini sijaielewa, maybe I don't want this. It is okay. You just know there is another person outside there who really needs this project more than your friend. Na amekusevia time akikwambia, I don't want that. Or if your friend tells you, or your loved one, maybe even a total stranger, akwambie, no, I am not interested. They are not telling you no so that you feel bad. They're telling you no, and you should take it as a sign that this person is not open-minded. Huyu mtu hajaona sense ya biashara, or huyu mtu ako tu na stress zake. So move to the next person, share with the next person, help the next person. Before you get someone telling you a yes, there's at least 10 or so people who will tell you, no, I'm not interested, no, this is not for me, no, I don't want it. So if that one person who is going to tell you yes, amejificha after the 10th person, go through these 9 people who tell you no, I'm not interested, go to the 10th person who is not interested, and go to the 11th person who will tell you yes, I am open-minded and I want this business and I'm ready to do it. So in this business, the only thing that can stop you is when you quit. How do people quit? Maybe fear of rejection and lack of consistency. Every day in this business ni kama sufuria yenye inachemshwa. Are we together? Every day in this business ni kama sufuria inachemshwa, and this is what I mean. So for example, you are cooking. Let's say unachemsha maji. Acha tu tuseme tu maji, unachemsha maji. So unawasha gas for 2 seconds, tena unazima, unawasha gas tena unazima, unawasha gas tena unazima, unawasha gas tena unazima, unawasha tena unazima. Question is, will that water boil? Hiyo maji itachemka kweli? I think we can all agree that hiyo maji, there is no way itachemka, because hiyo moto sio consistent. That fire is not consistent. So there's no way the water will boil. The same thing happens with your business. If you're going to be doing this business, then decide you're going to do it consistently. Every single day we have daily activities. Make sure siku haijaisha kama, number one, you have not confided with your mentors. Siku isiishe kama haujaongea na upline wako na mentor wako. Number two, siku isiishe kama hauja learn something from your leaders, from the skill session. Siku isiishe kama hujafanya research, YouTube, wapi, Google. Siku isiishe number 3 kama haujaonyesha mtu biashara, hauja expose someone to the business. Siku isiishe. Those are the 3 mistakes that you can do. Number 1, siku isiishe kama hujaongea na mentor wako, haujamuuliza kitu, hauja communicate na yeye. So every day communicate with your upline, with your mentor. Number 2, siku isiishe kama hauja learn something. Make sure umefanya research, make sure ume Google, YouTube, nini. Make sure write some summary somewhere. Whatever you learn, you also write down. And the last thing, make sure siku haijaisha kama hauja presentia mtu biashara. We could be doing a team presentation during the weekdays, but you can also be sharing the business to someone next to you. As the presentation is going on, wewe umekaa chini na mtu pia hapo hivyo unamwonyesha. So hii system huwa inawaka hivi, left na right 4800, left na right 4800. Siku isiishe kama hujafanya hizo. If you are listening keenly, type for me noted in the chat box. If you are listening to whatever I'm sharing with you, type for me noted. We're almost ending this. If you're listening to me, type for me noted in the chat box. Nangoja kuona ya nani? Ni nani sioni hapa kwa chat box? Kuna mtu sioni hapa kwa chat box. Let me see this. I'm seeing Betty, Oscar, Julius. Okay, sawa. Ni Karo nilikuwa nangoja na nimeona ametype. So those are the 3 things that you need to be doing every single day. I hope umeziandika mahali, or I hope you have noted them, because if you don't, these are some of the reasons why network marketers fail. The reason most network marketers fail is because they don't learn every day. They don't do activities. They don't consult with their team leaders or their uplines. But what is network marketing? Network marketing is a type of business whereby you are compensated for selling goods or doing a service on behalf of a company. So you need to learn some of the skills required for you to learn how to do the sales or for you to do a service. What are some of the services? Maybe the connecting, you connect someone to the business, you are doing a service to the company, and that's why the company is paying you 6,000 and 4,800. You buy shares in the company, you have to get paid for it. How do you get paid for it? By the services you do in the company. By the time you connect someone, you get 6,000. By the time you get a rank, the company is telling you it is because of the activities that you have done that you're going to pay you 10% of the total company's profit. Hapo ndio sasa unasikia silver executive prime anaenjoy vizuri, gold executive anaenjoy vizuri. It is because they have done a service and the company is paying them for that service. But majority fail because they are not ready to learn. Looking at, for example, lawyers, they go through 7 years of learning for them to become successful. They do 4 years in law school, wanafanya I think 2 years in Kenya School of Law and another 1 year in practicing so that they can become a lawyer. Are you together? So 7 years of law, Civil engineers, we take 5 years. Unamaliza 5 years, then you do ka internship kidogo for you to be called a civil engineer. Looking at accountants, we have an accountant here, Oscar. Oscar, you do 5 years. Ni unafanya ni CPA ama you told me masters in business administration. So you're doing masters. And you can confirm for us that accountants, they take a while. Kuna different levels of CPAs. Then we have medical doctors who take 7 years of learning before they start earning. But looking at network marketers, no experience and no learning whatsoever, and they want to start earning millions immediately. It cannot happen. So in this as well, I want you to realize that experience and learning. Learn and do the activities. Learn as much as you can. Learn and do the activities, and you will eventually get there. But you're not going to make millions when you don't have the necessary skills. For me to get to wherever I am right now, I learned the activities, how to do them, and I started doing them, and I consulted with my uplines, and I had goals and I had targets, and that is where I am right now. So I did not just wake up and I got myself to this side. I put in years of experience. Now, as we end this is a summary. The business isn't perfect, it's just better. It's not a perfect. There is nothing perfect in this world, but this is a better option compared to whatever we have outside there. Huko nje, for example, if we just talk about taxes, imagine in this business, you only pay 5% tax. This is withholding. This is withholding tax. So if you encash 50,000 Kenyan shillings, imagine the government only gets 2,500. If you encash 100,000 Kenyan shillings, the government only gets 5,000 Kenyan shillings. The remaining 95,000 ni yako. The remaining 47,500 ni yako, and no one is going to ask you. It's a better option compared to whatever is outside there. That is just on taxes. Let's talk about the time freedom. Imagine in this business, have you seen how our leaders are? We just have presentations. So we just make sure that we have presentations in the evening. In the morning, you hear congratulations for making. Congratulations for making 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, 28,000, 50,000, 100,000. So they just do the business from the comfort of their homes, wherever they are. There is no boss here who is going to tell you, hey, nani kuja hapa. Let's talk about, for example, the vacations. With this business, you can just book a vacation anytime. Unaweza amua to let me just go on vacation, and no one is going to ask you. You have that kind of freedom because you are making the money, so you can go on that vacation. Now, the other thing is financial freedom. Financial freedom. When I look at some of our top leaders, like let's say Moses Adika, our upline, yesterday in the evening, we were logging into his account. His current total earning is knocking 50 million Kenyan shillings. That is 50 million Kenyan shillings. Moses has only done the business from 2016 until today. So in the next month, October, he'll be knocking 7 years in the business. So let's just even do 7 years. If you divide this is coming to an average of about 7 million Kenyan shillings per year. 7 million Kenyan shillings per year. Viongozi, sijui kama mnaelewa kitu yenye nawaelezea hapa. If you divide 7 million Kenyan shillings, if you divide this by 12 months, this is coming to about 800,000 Kenyan shillings on average every single month. Sijui kama mnaelewa whatever I'm trying to explain to you. Now, which kind of business pays you this? Which kind of business? What kind of employment pays you this? Unless ni NGO kama United Nations, or you're one of those big CEOs, or you're working for maybe a big company. Let's say you're employed as a maybe HR in a big company. As in, these are the kind of salaries even our MPs they make. And looking at this is the best place for you to get financial freedom. This is why very many people they want to be in the network marketing, because you don't have a lot to lose, but you have a lot to gain. Now, if you're going to be involved in this business, decide to be a professional, decide to go pro. Hapo nimewambia, go and read this book called Go Pro. That is the third assignment I gave you. And like any profession, you'll need to learn some skills. And anything worthwhile takes time. Kila kitu kwa in this world, which is worth the effort, it takes time. It takes time. So be ready to be patient with your results, but be impatient with your activities. And also it is going to be worth it. I want you to remember it's going to be worth it. And some of the things which are going to be worth it is, number one, the career you're going to be creating. This becomes for me another career. Apart from me being a civil engineer, this also becomes a career for me. I'm doing this as a professional. The freedom you're going to enjoy in this project, the lives you're going to touch, the people you're going to be meeting, the places you're going to travel and see, the causes you're going to be contributing to, the charity work, and the person you're going to become in the process, it's all going to be worth it. Are we together? It's going to be worth it. And for that matter, I want us to watch this short video by the visionary president of Ed Plan 3.0, that is Dr. Ed Kabantog. Sijui kama ina play.
Guys, we may not be bonded by blood or genes. We may not be related as next to kin. We may not share a common house to live in, but we share the same passion. We share the same vision. We share the same dreams. I may not be with you in each and every step. We may not be with you in all the hardships and obstacles that you have. But I tell you, our spirit, our hearts are with you as you carry our products, as you carry our business, as you carry our opportunity from one house after another, from one country after another, changing lives, one country at a time, one home at a time, one family at a time. You may be alone, you may be feeling the obstacles and difficulties and hardships. Your uplines have experienced it. Am I right, uplines? Your leaders have gone through the same path. Am I right, my leaders? We as owners, we have felt it, we've experienced it 1,000 times. And I tell you, for us to be effective, we need to endure the same passion that we have. You need to endure the same hardships, the same pathways, the same lives that we took on, that we forever loved. As I mentioned earlier, I may not be related to you by blood or genes, but the passion in me lies in each and every one of you. Because AIM is our home. Because AIM, we feel kindness. With AIM, we feel love. We feel the belongingness. We feel respect. We feel the discipline. It's the same emotions that we invest in our family. It's the exact same emotions you invest to your network. At times, even it might be even deeper or more meaningful than your relative. At times, you're even closer to your upline than your brother. At times, you're even closer to your upline leaders than your mother. Why? Because we care. We care the way your parents care for you. We care. The same brothers and sisters took care of you when you were still young. We want to coach you. We want to mentor you. We want to guide you each and every step. Yes, you may make a mistake. Yes, you may fall down. Yes, you may hurt a little. But you need to get up. You need to get up. You need to get up. feel that you're tired, yes, you can rest. If you feel you want to cry, here's your shoulders to cry on. You have your uplines to cry on. You have your mentor leaders to cry on. You have us. Because wherever you may be, we're here. We're your home. We're your family. We're here to stand with you through thick and thin, to the highs and lows of your business. We won't forsake you. We won't leave you. In fact, we will be here every step of the way as you climb the ladder, as you climb the success ladder, as you fulfill your dreams one after another. We'll be here waiting. We'll be here guiding because we know with the love that we have, with the overflowing love that we have, it's enough to fuel each and every dream of each distributor inside this Coliseum. No one will be left behind. You won't be left behind. You up there won't be left behind. All of us will achieve our dreams every week, every day, every month, every minute of our lives. We will be here to love you, to guide you. Guys, we may not be bonded with blood or genes, we may not be related as next to kin, we may not share a common house to live in. We share the same passion. We share the same vision. We share the same dreams. I may not be with you in each and every step. We may not be with you in all the hardships and obstacles that you have. But I tell you, our spirit, our hearts are with you as you carry our products, as you carry our business, as you carry our opportunity from one house after another, from one country after another. We're changing lives, one country at a time, one home at a time, one family at a time. You may be alone, you may be feeling the obstacles and difficulties and hardships. Your uplines have experienced it. Am I right, uplines? Your leaders have gone through the same path. Am I right, my leaders? We as owners, we've felt it, we've experienced it 1,000 times. And I tell you, for us to be related, you need to endure the same passion that we have. You need to endure the same hardships, the same pathways, the same lives that we took on, that we forever love. As I mentioned earlier, I may not be related to you by blood or genes, but the passion in me lies in each and every one of you. Because AIM is our home. Because AIM, we feel kindness. With AIM, we feel love. We feel the belongingness. We feel respect. We feel the discipline. It's the same emotions that we invest in our family. It's the exact same emotions you invest to your network. At times, even it might be even deeper or more meaningful than your relative. At times, you're even closer to your upline than your brother. At times, you're even closer to your upline leaders than your mother. Why? Because we care. We care the way your parents care for you. We care. The same brothers and sisters took care of you when you were still young. We want to coach you. We want to mentor you. We want to guide you each and every step. Yes, you may make a mistake. Yes, you may fall down. Yes, you may hurt a little. But you need to get up. You need to get up. You need to get up. feel that you're tired, yes, you can rest. If you feel you want to cry, here's your shoulders to cry on. You have your uplines to cry on. You have your mentor leaders to cry on. You have us. Because wherever you may be, we're here. We're your home. We're your family. We're here to stand with you through thick and thin, to the highs and lows of your business. We won't forsake you. We won't leave you. In fact, we will be here every step of the way as you climb the ladder, as you climb the success ladder, as you fulfill your dreams one after another. We'll be here waiting. We'll be here guiding because we know with the love that we have, with the overflowing love that we have, it's enough to fuel each and every dream of each distributor inside this Coliseum. No one will be left behind. You won't be left behind. You up there won't be left behind. All of us will achieve our dreams every week, every day, every month, every minute of our lives. We will be here to love you, to guide you, to coach you. Because AIM is the home that we built, not for us, but for you to stay here, to stay in, to make it your home as well, and home for others, others that are willing to dream. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our business. God bless. Lean on us. Lean on your upline. Lean on the full, solid, concrete background that the company has. Because we will stay for good. We will last 1,000 years to create more dreams for your entire generation. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the CEO speaking. That is Dr. Ed Kabantog. And I also want to share with you something else as we end this. These are assignments that I've given you an assignment that is write for me your why. And then write for me what do you hope to accomplish in the next 2 to 4 years, courtesy of our project. And then also I'll be taking you through the system later on. But I want to share this short video, and then I can teach you something small in like few minutes, and then we leave.
I have found a gold mine. This is a gold mine. I hated network marketing. Hated it. Whenever you start to talk to me about network marketing, I switch up. I'm not interested. I'm a pastor, but I'm also a bespoke tailor. I make suits. God has blessed me and God has blessed my business. I make suits for kings and presidents and governors. And so I travel the world and do what I do. So the moment you start to talk to me about network marketing, I switch off. This was in August of 2015. This guy comes to talk about AIM Global. Now I sat there, he's talking about AIM Global. The moment I realized it's network marketing, I switch off. But as I sat there in my zone out state, I heard the voice of God as clear as day. God said to me, open your eyes. That was when I began to listen. If God is asking you to open your eyes, then it means that what I'm being shown is true. I called this lady. I said, have you joined this business? She said, yes, I have. I said, how much money do you make? She said, on average, I make about $400 to $500 a day. I said, show me the proof. She sent me her alerts. I saw that it was real. I said, I'm in. In 1 year, I became top 9 in Nigeria. Alliance in motion is a revolution in our generation. If you don't realize what you have on your hands, you will play with it. Once I saw it was real, I set up an account for my mother, for my wife, for my children, told all my siblings, I have found a gold mine. This is a gold mine. Yes, it's a gold mine. For those of you who are here in the Philippines, just in case you don't realize, you are sitting in the heart of the gold mine. Don't take it for granted. Don't get so accustomed to it that you lose the sense of the value of what you have in your hands. When you go to bed at night, make a decision. You're going to make this work for you. But what happens when I get to the point in my life when I can't travel anymore? I want to have residual income. And I don't want my lifestyle to change. And AIM Global is going to help me accomplish that. Oh, I know it will. I am doing what I have to do now. They say play now, pay later, or pay now, play later. At some stage, you're going to pay the price. I choose to pay now. So when I get old, I can relax and live a life of luxury. 5 members of my family are top 200 in Nigeria because of this global. My mother makes her own money. It is not what this will do for you, but how it can help you to lift others who are around you, to give them a sense of pride and dignity, to know that they make their own money. Whatever has died in you, if it is your desire or your passion, that God will cause that to be revived in your life. That as you leave this place today, a new fire will burn in your heart. And I want to say this: if you say you want it, you must fight for it.
That is Pastor Israel Okoko from Nigeria. That is during one of our anniversary events that was on that was happening on in May. That was in 2018. Yeah, 2018. No, I'm 2019. I'm not so sure about the year, but that was happening during our anniversary in Philippines. That was sometimes back. And so, ladies and gentlemen, whatever he says for you, if you want it, then you must fight for it. The goals that you have, it is a pay now, play later game. At some stage in life, you have to fight for the goals that you want to achieve. There is no shortcut to it. You have to commit yourself. If you have made the decision to be part of this project, then make sure that you fight for it. Congratulations, and once again, welcome to the business. And I want to share something very, very brief before we end this, so that we can now start the business. We can start the business vizuri. In the next 5 minutes, I think we will be done. The next 5 minutes. So I wanted us to start building the business, just like I had told you. We have maybe Oscar, in the next like 2 minutes we should be done. Now I want to start building the business from the people around you, the contacts that you already have. And in your contact list, we have people who actually need this business so badly, but you might not be in a position to share with them the business. So what can you do? This is how we are going to do it. I hope you are ready and you're ready to do this with us. So the basic way that you're going to be doing this is for that person who wants to start building the business during this weekend and starting from next week, we have these presentations which we are doing. And I want to teach you the secret of why we do it and the secret of contact recommendation. And just like I told you, everybody in the world needs a better opportunity. And many people think that only the poor or needy need it and the rich don't need it. Or a certain friend of mine won't buy the plan and avoid to tell them, e.g. checking their face. Maybe unaweza kuwa na rafiki yako, unaweza taka kumwonyesha biashara kwa sababu unajua huyu mtu ako na hiyo do anaweza anza, ama unaweza sema huyu anakuanga amenyamaza sana, so sidhani anaweza penda the business. But majority of people, they need a better opportunity. So don't do the mistake of limiting yourself from sharing the business with someone. Are you together? So let me do this. Oh, I've just realized it is not sharing. Okay. I think now you should be able to see. Now, nobody in the world wants to miss on a better opportunity. Imagine God opening your eyes and showing you that in the next 3 years, you'll be making 500,000 each month comfortably. Would you want to miss it no matter the struggles? So kila mtu anatakanga a better opportunity, and this is going to be your chance for you to share with them the project mapema mapema, mtu aanze kujipanga. Nobody is too busy. It's just a matter of priority. When you make an invitation and they don't come, it doesn't mean that they don't want it. They only prioritize something else because they didn't see the value. Now, everybody needs a better opportunity, and so we want to maintain the curiosity. How can they see the business? So we want to create a curiosity whereby they can take a moment to check out what the business is all about. And everybody in the world is open-minded when they are curious. Everybody pays attention to learn whatever the brain is interested in knowing, and they'll understand. You can either attract or repel people from you. My CEO, Sir Collins, always says, never approach success looking like a suspect. So, your prospects are attracted more to you when they realize you don't have anything to gain from them. Now, we are having a presentation, let's say today, tomorrow, next week on Tuesday, and so on and so forth. Now, these are the ways with which you can start building your business very, very easily. These are the systems to connect people. The first one is home launch. Home launch simply means wherever you are, you might be staying, let's say in Thika, let's say in Mombasa, wherever you are, you can collect all your friends and loved ones. Unaweza waambia, hey guys, there's something exciting that I want to share with you, and I want you guys to be there, muone vile inakaa. Unawakusanya, unaweka pamoja, and then you have your upline or team leader doing the presentation mahali mko. Let's say in Mombasa, maybe it is at a home, anakuja anawafanyia presentation niyo wote. Any person who would want to start the business, this person is assisted na anaanza biashara. Then we have the invitation script. These are ways on how you can invite someone. Then you have contact recommendation, which I want us to tackle right now. Then kuna questionnaire. You can give someone a questionnaire, jaze, and then after the questionnaire, after they fill the questionnaire, they can submit their details and kila kitu. You can reach out to them, book an appointment. We have flyers like the ones who always being handed out in the streets by these guys who have fiber, or let's say KFC. They give out flyers. And then we have online systems, e.g. Facebook, that is online social media. And then recommendation script. The list is listed exactly on how effective the system is. Home launch is the most effective in getting signups, but contact recommendation is the most effective in duplication. And I want to help you guys start duplicating your business. You connect your first two, they connect their first two, they connect their first two, evo, until a 1 year scenario happens. So contact recommendation is the most effective. That is what I want us to do. But home launch is the most effective in getting signups. So to get more results, the connector is to be involved in more, and the more increase in percentage of the attendance, the more increase in signups. So getting signups doesn't mean that you are growing. It means that you are only making money. But when you build duplication, i.e. you personally doing it, you will build an organization that is sustainable. The more connectors involve themselves in the activities of the business exposure, the more the increase in percentage of the signups. And so how do we do it? How do we do it? So this is the secret of contact recommendation. The secret is in number one, preparation. So this is how I want us to do it in preparation. You are going to be writing down the contacts from your contact list from A all the way to Z. Unaandika A zote, so you can write their name. You can write their name. I'll give you the form. Unaweza jaza kwa form, unaweza print form ujaze kwa hiyo contact, ujaze kwa hiyo form. So you write their name, their current location, and what they do. Maybe they are self-employed, or let's say their business, or let's say a student. Now, when you write these contacts, you're going to give them to your mentor. Like for example, Oscar, you write your contacts from A all the way to Z. And I'll tell you, be generous when you're writing those contacts because they are yours. So when they join the business, they're going to be joining under you. So don't leave out anyone. Usiache mtu ukisema huyu hapana. Andika zote kabisa. The moment you've written them down, your upline is going to be handling them for you. But before that, you are going to you're going to be giving them you're going to be sending them a message. This is part of preparation. After registering, what is to clarify the do's and the don'ts, then QSG, and then write the contact list. Once you write down the contact list, I'm going to give you a message where you're going to share it with them, so that when I reach out to them, they don't think this is a stranger out of the blue. This is actually someone who has been given my number, and they are going to reach out to me. Sawa. So when Oscar, you write down the contacts for me, you're just going to send them a message via WhatsApp. I'll give you a message which you can share to them via WhatsApp. So the moment you send them the message via WhatsApp, they will see the message. They will be like, okay, umeni recommend to a project. All right, fantastic. So they'll reach out to me. Okay, sawa. So they'll be waiting for someone to reach out to them. Are we together? So make sure umewatumia hiyo message. Then I'll give you an answer. Maybe they'll ask you, what is the project all about? Don't worry. I'll give you a message which you can send it to them, and then they'll just be okay, so that you don't have to worry about explaining. Na akiniuliza upline, what is this project all about? Don't worry. We have a message for that, which will just give them an answer. Just a moment. So I'll give you that message as well, so you don't have to worry about explaining to them what the business is all about. So an example is this. This is an example of the message. This is not the actual one. I'll give you the message. It says, hey, Mark, how are you? Hope you're well. How is everything? There's an international organization I recommended you. They'll show you how to generate income. I'm still going through their coaching. Just let me know if they contact you, okay? So unamtumia your message. And then when they ask you, what is it all about? Unaweza it's an ungovernmental initiative that shows some selected personalities their system for you to generate capital after their training, but it's very difficult for them to select people due to the personalities applying. I connected to one of their top consultants for the offer, and he asked me to select a credible person I know, so I gave them your number. Just in case you're lucky and they call you, please let me know, okay? So you share with them kama mtu unamtumia tu message, and then when they ask you what is it all about, this is a message you just give it to them. Then wewe sasa kazi yako imeishia hapo. Your work stops there. The remaining part is your upline is going to be booking appointments for them. Sawa. So the uplines is going to be booking appointments for them. Wakiuliza mbona bado they have not reached out to me, unaambia bado hawaja reach out to, well then maybe you're not among the people selected. Anyway, just forget about it. But in case they contact you, do let me know, okay? Because they might be wondering mbona huyo mtu umesema atani reach out, bado hajani reach out. And then maybe if they ask more questions, you can give them the website ya Bonan Vivon, but don't send it immediately. Wait until they remind you. We are trying to show them we are busy. We don't just pick any person. Sawa. We are trying to maintain that curiosity, ile curiosity what is it. Sawa. So that is why we don't want to go into explanation, because when you start explaining, let's say Karo mtu akuulize before anipigie hiyo ni nini, alafu uanze iko na system ya 4800, you don't know how to do the presentation. You might say all the wrong things. So don't worry, the presentation watabukiwa, they'll be done on your behalf. Sawa. So the moment they reach out, na wakwambia I may reach out, naambia wow, congratulations. Just make sure that you're there on time, so that you don't miss the opportunity. If you come late, they may not let you in. So after I have booked appointments for you guys, nikikwambia nimebook appointment for person so and so and so and so for the presentation. So your work is very simple. The moment they come and tell you we have booked an appointment, you just tell them, congratulations, just make sure that you are there on time, so that you don't miss it. They might not let you into the meeting. Sawa, that is it. Now I want to tell you guys, with the contacts recommendation, within the first 1 month, we want to help you build a team of like 4 to 5 people within the first 1 month, but a minimum of 2. The first 1 month, at least you get your first 2 people, one on the left, one on the right. And maybe if your upline has a spillover, anaweza kurushia ka spillover pale hivyo, at least ukue na team. But the first 1 month, at least a minimum of 2 people. But our goal is to help you to build a team of up to 4 5 people within the first 1 month. Now, when you calculate the income for the first 1 month, it will be coming to around 43,200. But our goal is to help you make between 20,000 and 40,000 within the first 1 month. And this is the first way we are going to do it. This is the most effective way. We have contact recommendation, which your uplines are going to help you with. And if you can organize a home launch, maybe let's say uko mahali hapa Nairobi na uko na mabeshte wengi, don't worry, just call them pamoja, waeke pamoja, and then call Ian, call Eric, mwambie Eric kuja hii on Saturday, nataka ufanyie presentation mabeshte wangu waelewe wote. I've seen that's what James has been doing with his team. So the moment someone gets started in his team, they just organize in Githurai, they go sit down in Githurai, they do the presentation together with all the friends, and that's how they get started. But also, for those who are here and you're listening to me, we want to help you do this via the presentations which we are doing. So once you've written down your contacts, the moment ushaziandika, take a photo of that contact list or scan it and share it to me via WhatsApp. Sawa. Share it to me via all of you guys. Betty, Carol, Julius, Oscar. Take a photo of that contact list. Hata kama ni 30 pages. Write as many. Don't write less than 300 contacts because we want to help you get as many signups as possible within the first 1 month. Ndivyo upate momentum ya grow in the business. So don't write nusu. Write as many as you can. The moment you've written them down, scan them, share it to me via PDF, or you can just take a photo via WhatsApp alafu nitumie. After you have done that, then select all your contacts. Hapo tu kwa WhatsApp, ukishanipigia photo, select all your contacts and then share it to me via WhatsApp. Unaona vile unatumanga contact via WhatsApp pale kwa contact cards. Enda tu pale kwa attachment, finya ile icon, select contacts and then select all those contacts. Select all those contacts and then unitumie via WhatsApp. Sasa kazi yako itakuwa imeishia hapo. Niandikie contacts, write the contacts, and then the moment you have written down the contacts, what do? Take a photo, share it to me. After you've taken a photo, you've shared it to me, then select them via WhatsApp. I want to have them via WhatsApp so that it is easier to save them. It is easier to save contacts via WhatsApp rather than looking at a photo and editing one number at a time. So you just share them via WhatsApp. The moment you've shared them via WhatsApp, mimi nitakuja nizisave. I'll text them, I'll book an appointment, I'll call them. Mimi nitakuwa sasa na kuupdate, huyu amesema hivi, huyu ameanza, huyu ako hapa, huyu atakuja kesho, huyu atafanya hii, huyu atafanya hii. So within this month ya October, because we are starting a new month today in the evening, I want us to work on a goal of getting kila mtu at least 2 to 4 signups, 2 to 4 signups, 2 to 4 signups. If you can hear me and you've confirmed that you have listened and you've understood, write down there for me, I am ready. We have ended this session. I want to confirm that you guys have been patient all through and you've been paying keen attention. Write down there in the chat box, I am ready. Write down there in the chat box, I am ready. If you're listening to me and you've understood everything, can see Oscar is ready. I can see Oscar is ready. Betty is ready. Julius is ready. Caro, we are waiting for you. Are you ready? Are you ready, Caro? Hello, Caro. Ama hata aliacha kutusikiza kitambo. All right. So for the 3 of you who are ready, I think Julius, you've already been starting to do it with Eric. So Betty, you can do it with me and Eric. Oscar, you're doing it with me. Caro is also ready. Fantastic. I wish you guys a lovely afternoon. Sorry, the session has taken too long. I didn't want it to take it this long, but there are some things which I'm still organizing. We have a meeting today again. So